Important note, this video is not financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decision. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Here's your market briefing from Rumour with AI. Digital assets are reacting sharply to algorithmic predictions. Grok AI has forecasted a significant rally for XRP, targeting the $1.25 to $1.35 range by mid-August. This projection hinges on Ripple's strategic positioning under the EU's MiCA regulatory framework. Whale wallets are accumulating heavily, signaling institutional confidence. Technical support levels are holding firm, suggesting the current volatility is a prelude to upward momentum. Traders are watching these specific price points closely as the primary catalyst for the next leg higher. Meanwhile, political finance is evolving into a direct revenue stream. Trump Media, DJT, shares are climbing as the company introduces paid early access to market-moving posts. This monetization strategy ties political influence directly to stock performance. Investors are pricing in the potential for high-frequency information arbitrage. The market is essentially betting on the liquidity this new model will inject into the platform. It is a bold pivot from traditional media monetization to exclusive data access. On the macro front, China's economic data reveals a complex structural shift. First half 2026 GDP grew by 4.7%, driven largely by AI and green technology sectors. These new drivers now account for 48% of industrial expansion. This indicates a successful, albeit slow, transition away from property-dependent growth. However, policymakers still face the challenge of sustaining this momentum. The market is digesting the implications for global supply chains and commodity demand. Energy markets are tightening rapidly. WTI crude surged 2.4% to $84.11 per barrel. Geopolitical risks and peak summer demand are squeezing physical balances. This scarcity is triggering aggressive short covering and deepening backwardation. Traders are positioning for sustained higher prices as supply constraints bite. The interplay between demand elasticity and supply rigidity is creating a volatile trading environment for energy majors. In related news, South Korea's financial landscape is shifting under political pressure. President Yoon's stock market ambitions are colliding with a backlash against leveraged ETFs. The proposed ban threatens to dampen retail participation in the S&P 500 and Nasdaq indices. Broader market volatility is exacerbating the tension between government policy and investor sentiment. Regulators are walking a fine line between stability and market freedom. Looking ahead to today's release, the economic calendar remains relatively quiet with no major high-impact data points scheduled in the next 36 hours. This absence of fundamental catalysts means technical levels and geopolitical headlines will likely dictate price action across all asset classes. Traders should remain cautious, as low volume can amplify moves in either direction. The lack of data allows narratives like the Grok AI forecast and Trump Media's monetization to drive sentiment more than traditional economic indicators. That's your market briefing. Follow Rumour with AI for daily market intelligence.